Hi, hope you all are enjoying your days and studies as well. Here I am with another part of my video on tenses, and this time it is future tense. Future tense tells us about the actions that have not yet taken place but expected to happen in future. Means for all activities that have not yet happened but will happen afterwards, after now, they come in the category of future tense. So let us start with the future tense, and I must tell you, like two other tenses, past and present tense, future tense also has its four aspects. So let us start with a very simple one, the simple future tense. So let us start with the simple future tense first. See the structure of the sentence: subject plus will or shall plus verb in the first form, and if there is any object, that will be added afterwards. So the sentence will be, I will eat an apple. I is the subject here. See the other example: we will go to the park in the evening. The future tense is a verb tense used to talk about something that will happen or will be true in the future. It expresses facts and certainty. For example, he will be here soon. I will give you a call. What will you do? It will be sunny tomorrow. Now let's see some more examples. How can it be used in some other way? The simple present and present progressive are also used to express future time. I told you in the second video of the tenses, that was present tense, that sometimes when we know that this activity is going to take place in the future, we express it with the help of the simple present or the present progressive. So the example you can see, she is meeting a new client at 11 o'clock. Is meeting means is planning to meet, and it is often used in connection with some schedule. The train leaves at 6 am tomorrow means the scheduled time is also given there, but that is also there in the future. So this will be denoted as future tense. Seeing the timeline also, you can make out that the activity will be taking place in the future. Now let us see the usage of shall and will. These are two English modal verbs, and here they are used to denote the verb in future tense. Let us see. In the past, shall was often used as an alternative to will, but in modern English, we usually prefer will for affirmative and negative sentences. However, we still use shall to form questions with I and we, especially in British English. Let us see the other usage of shall. For suggestions, shall I get a pizza for dinner tonight? For offers, the bag looks heavy. Shall I carry it for you? Some instructions. What shall I do with your mail when it arrives? Promise. You shall be the first person to know. Confirmation. I shall meet you there at 7. So to make it clear, I must tell that shall, we use it to make offers or invite someone to do something, but we can only use it in questions and with the first person singular and plural, like I and we. For example, shall I help you? Shall we dance? Now let's see will. We use it to offer our help to someone, and also we only use it in affirmative or negative sentences and not in questions when those questions have the subject I and we. See the structure for making positive, negative and interrogative sentences in the simple future tense. Enjoy watching some more examples with the quiz. Now let us come to this future progressive, or what we call future continuous tense. This tense is used to describe an event or action that will occur over a period of time at a specific point in the future. And seeing the timeline, you can make out means at 10 a.m. tomorrow, by the time you arrive, I will be teaching my students. They will be moving their furniture out of the house. It means that at that particular point of time, that work will be there in progress, but in future. So through the chart also you can make out that this is all about the ongoing activity in the future. So now let us see the structure of the sentences in positive, negative and interrogative form. The positive form, subject plus will be plus verb in the ing form. So the sentence will be, it will be storming tomorrow. The negative sentence, subject plus will not plus be and verb in the ing form. It will not be storming tomorrow. The interrogative sentence will start with will, subject followed by be and verb with ing form. Will it be storming tomorrow? Now let us see some more examples of the same followed by the quiz. Now this is future perfect tense. So let us see, with the help of this timeline, we can make out there are two activities going on. The first is exam, the other is class. The first action finishes before the class ends, means the other action would be over. See the example? We will have finished the exam by the time class ends tomorrow. The first action gets over before the other action in future is over. Because I told you earlier also, it is most often used with a time expression. So let us see, the future perfect tense refers to a completed action in the future. And see the timeline given here. By 5 p.m. I will have finished the project. Before that deadline, 5 p.m. the first action should be over. So you can make out that the time expression is very important part of this tense. Let us see some more usage and the examples. Completion before a specified time in the future. Example, by the end of this week, she will have completed her assignment. Duration in the future, he will have worked in Japan for exactly 30 years by 2020. Certainly about the near past, they will have arrived at the hotel by now. Let us see the structure of the sentences in positive, negative and interrogative form. He will have done it by this evening, means subject plus will have plus third form of the verb. In negative, he will not have done it by this evening, means subject plus will not have plus third form of the verb. See the interrogative? Will he have done it by this evening? Will plus subject plus have and third form of the verb will be used for making this. Enjoy watching some more examples of the same followed by a quiz. Now comes future perfect progressive or future perfect continuous tense. This tense describes an action that has been in progress for a duration of time before another event or time in the future. Means we use the future perfect continuous to show that something will continue up until a particular event or time in the future. Like for 5 minutes, for 2 weeks, since Friday, these all are the durations which can be used with the future perfect continuous tense. And seeing the timeline, you can make out that the particular bar, the peach color bar made on the timeline, it shows that this time duration plays a very important role in this tense. It starts from the first cross and goes on to the next cross, and that till that duration it goes on and on. So that time period is very important. By the time he finishes law school, we will have been living in the US for 8 years. See the structure of the sentence of future perfect continuous. I will have been eating vegetables for 3 months. Subject plus will have been plus verb ing. I won't have been eating vegetables for 3 months. Subject plus will not have been plus verb ing form. Interrogative. Will you have been eating vegetables for 3 months? It starts with will plus subject, have, been and verb in ing form. Let us see some more examples of the same followed by a quiz. Hope you have enjoyed watching the whole series on tenses. Keep posting your comments in the comment section so that I could bring more and more value-added topics for you as per your comments. Thanks for watching. Stay safe and healthy. See you soon.